I know, Dad. I know you were disappointed. I couldn't be you.
No. I was disappointed that you tried.
Legacy is more than bricks and mortars.
I wanted to save Gotham. I failed.
Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
You still haven't given up on me.
Never.
Make him stay, Merv. Don't let me leave, Merv. Don't let me leave, Merv. No! 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 No!
Dear Bruce, I need to be honest and clear. I'm going to marry Harvey Dent. I love him, and I want to spend the rest of my life with him. When I told you that if Gotham no longer needed Batman, we could be together, I meant it. But now I'm sure the day won't come when you no longer need Batman. I hope it does. And if it does, I will be there. But as your friend,
I'm sorry, Harvey.
I'm sorry to let you down. If you lose your faith in me, please keep your faith in people. Love now and always, Rachel.
I had a little breakfast. Very well then.
Alfred.
Yes, Master Wayne.
Did I bring this on her? I was meant to inspire good, not madness, not death.
You have inspired good, but you spat in the faces of Gotham's criminals. Didn't you think there might be some casualties? Things were always going to get worse before they got better.
But Rachel, Alfred.
Rachel believed in what you stood for. What we stand for. Gotham needs you.
No, Gotham needs its true hero. And I let that murdering psychopath blow him half to hell.
Which is why, for now, they're gonna have to make do with you.
She was gonna wait for me, Alfred. Dad doesn't know. He can never know. What's that?
You can wait.
That bandit in the forest in Burma. Did you catch him?
Yes.
How?
We burned the forest. Fascinating. You two should exchange notes over coffee.
So now you're trying to set me up with a jewel thief?
At this point, I'd set you up with a chimpanzee if it brought you back to the world.
There's nothing out there for me.
And that's the problem. You hung up your cape and your cowl, but you didn't move on. You never went to find a life, to find someone.
Alfred, I did find someone.
I know, and you lost them, but that's all part of living, sir. But you're not living. You're just waiting, hoping for things to go bad again. Remember when you left Gotham? Before all this, before Batman? You were gone 7 years. 7 years I waited, hoping that you wouldn't come back. Every year, I took a holiday. I went to Florence. There's this cafe on the banks of the Arno. Every fine evening, I'd sit there and order a Fernet Branca. I had this fantasy that I would look across the tables and I'd see you there with a wife, maybe a couple of kids. You wouldn't say anything to me, nor me to you. But we both know that you'd made it, that you were happy. I never wanted you to come back to Gotham. I always knew there was nothing here for you except pain and tragedy. And I wanted something more for you than that. I still do. What if before she died, she wrote a letter saying she chose Harvey Dent over you? And what if, to spare you pain, I burnt that letter?
How dare you use Rachel to try to stop me?
I am using the truth, Master Wayne. Maybe it's time we all stop trying to outsmart the truth and let it have its day. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. You expect to destroy my world. And then think that we're gonna shake hands.
No. I know what this means.
What does it mean?
It means your hatred, and it also means losing someone that I have cared for since I first heard his cries echo through this house. But it might also mean saving your life. And that is more important.
Goodbye, Alfred.
What are you doing?
I can get it out over the bay.
Set it to fly out over the water, then eject?
No autopilot.
You could have gone anywhere, did anything. But you came back here.
So did you.
I guess we're both suckers.
I never cared who you were.
And you were right.
But shouldn't the people know the hero who saved them?
A hero can be anyone. Even a man doing something as simple and reassuring as putting a coat around a young boy's shoulders to let him know the world hadn't ended.
Bruce Wayne.
Wars are not won by evacuations. I can't look. But there was a victory inside this deliverance which should be noted. Our thankfulness at the escape of our army must not blind us to the fact that what has happened in France and Belgium is a colossal military disaster. We must expect another blow to be struck almost immediately. To the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall find confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island whatever the cost may be. What? We shall defend our island whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. And even if this island or a large part of it were subjugated and starving, then our empire beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the British fleet, would carry on the struggle until, in God's good time, the new world with all its power and might steps forth to the rescue and the liberation of the old.
I see that I hold a sanctuary in their hearts, and in the hearts of their descendants, generations hence. It is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known.
I'm so sorry. I failed you. You trusted me. And I failed you.
Can I change your mind? About quitting the Force?
You know what you said about structures becoming shackles. You were right, and I can't take it, the injustice. I mean, no one's ever gonna know who saved an entire city.
They know. It was the Batman.
Mr. Wayne's will was not amended to reflect his more modest estate. Nonetheless, there are considerable assets to dispose of. The contents of the house are to be sold to settle the estate's accounts, and the remainder is left in its entirety to Alfred J. Pennyworth. The house and grounds are left to the city of Gotham on condition that they never be demolished, altered, or otherwise interfered with. And that they shall be used for one purpose, and one purpose only: the housing and care of the city's at-risk and orphaned children. And my clerk can help anyone with the smaller correspondences and instructions.
Blake, John?
Nothing here.
Oh, yeah, try my legal name.
You should use your full name. I like that name. Robin.
Thanks.
Why are we even worrying about the stabilization software? This entire autopilot system is completely obsolete.
Please, I just need to know what I could have done to fix it.
But, Mr. Fox, it's already been fixed. Software patch, 6 months ago.
Check the ID on the patch.
Bruce Wayne.
Any news on the missing item?
Not yet.
We better leave no stone unturned. We can't leave a string of pearls on the manifest as lost.